Introducing Taste-It Food Tours, Saskatchewan. Food tours are trending all over North America, and sources have told me that they are very popular in Mexico and Europe as well. I stumbled upon them in Arizona, and after a bit of research, realized that they were in every major city in the United States and Canada, but there was not one regular food tour in Saskatchewan. Now, Taste It Food Tours has guided historical walking tours in both Moose Jaw and Regina, and we just got word that Taste It Cypress Hills will launch this summer. A food tour is a culinary experience. A group of foodies, could be tourists or locals, meets the guide at a landmark location in the downtown area of the city. Over a 3-hour trek, the group visits 4 to 6 venues and samples signature dishes and beverages at each stop. Along the way, the guide tells the history of the city or area of the city, information about historical buildings, stories about the restaurants and their histories, or information about the food in which they are about to partake. Moose Jaw has 2 weekly tours, a historical gems luncheon tour and a downtown dinner tour. On the luncheon tour, we visit 3 restaurants, an olive oil tasting room, and tour the beautifully restored May Wilson Theatre. On the dinner tour, patrons begin their tour at Olive and then visit 5 restaurants for sample plates and beverages. Regina has 2 alternating dinner tours this year. We visit 5 restaurants on each tour. Regina also has a luncheon tour during the heart of the summer, featuring 3 restaurants and a tour of the beautiful Saskatchewan Legislative Building. We are very excited to show off Wascana Park, one of Canada's 15 magical places to be in the springtime. What do the restaurants serve on a tour? Sample dishes of specialty foods. What do they want to be known for? Balsamic steak at our Cordova Bistro, fish and chips at Bobby's Place. Some restaurants, but not all, choose to serve a small pour of wine, a pint of ale, an ounce of scotch, or a few ounces of a specialty Caesar, or the like. Dessert stops usually serve coffee. Here are just a few more pictures of the Moose Jaw venues. You will see that even Olive serves up salad, ice cream, and sometimes popcorn for patrons to try the different olive oils or balsamic vinegars. These are sample plates from various Regina restaurants. Most will serve a small plate to each patron, steelhead trout at Fireside, pierogies and sausage at Beer Brothers, and a chunk of burger at Mercury Cafe. Sister restaurants, Victoria's Tavern and Leopold's Tavern, choose to have patrons share a variety of dishes. Generally, they would serve up 3 or 4 choices for several people to share. We accommodate up to 16 people per tour, so the amounts are relative. On both Regina tours, we have either a wine tasting, ale tasting, or distillery product tasting. These are quite popular stops. Cypress Hills destination area invited me to Maple Creek last October to become familiar with what they have to offer just outside their beautiful park. Just recently, we found out that transportation can be provided by a local provider, so Taste It Cypress Hills will launch this summer. We are approaching restaurants which have high standards, excellent food and service, have a tried and true rep, or a unique twist. We want to feature Saskatoon restaurants to both tourists and locals alike. There are too many restaurants for us to try them all, but a food tour gets patrons inside several venues. The goal is to get them to come back again and again. Why would you get involved? Exposure to restaurants is key, both by patrons' word of mouth and by the advertising provided through Taste-It food tours. This is a chance for you to speak to your patrons, if you so choose, and highlight what makes your restaurant the choice for their next dining dollars. Finally, however, there will be a 10% per patron payback, plus a 15% gratuity paid to each restaurant on the tour. Taste-It food tours is seasonal. We run from May to September every year to target the beautiful summer in Saskatchewan. Let Taste-It food tours be one of the things to do in Saskatoon this summer.